Good day, one and all. My name is Kathy, and I'd like to welcome you to another episode of my channel, The Scrap and Crafty Gardener. And today we're just going to do what I hope will be a fairly quick and easy project for you. We're going to be using vellum, embossing it, not with a machine or with powders, but manually, and some stenciling and die cutting, but what we're really going to be using is outline stickers. So I want to introduce you to those outline stickers first. When you go to craft shows or Walmart, you see all these packages of stickers. This is not an outline sticker, it's a solid. And that I got from Stamp-On It at a convention. But these are outline stickers where you can just peel up the image and you just have the outline. And I'm just going to put that on a piece of vellum here. And we'll save that for just a few months. I'll show you what we're going to do with that. But you can get butterflies. Now this is another example of not an outline sticker. It is solid and has plastic in the middle of it. So you can't put your finger through it or anything. We're going to be using these today for a project also. And you can get just all different kinds. These butterflies are outline stickers, and in fact this one even says right on it, outline sticker. So depending on what you want to do with your cards and your vellum, you'll either need an outline sticker or a non-outline sticker. You can even get words in different colors. But what inspired my project is a couple years ago, it hasn't been recently, I would say about 5 years ago, I went to a scrapbooking convention and they did this sample card for us using an outline sticker and the non-outline stickers. So I want to use that as a starting point for my card. What I don't like about this card is, as you can see, during the make and take, we used double-sided tape runner. And you can see that in here. So I am going to do a project making my 5x7 card and not being able to see the adhesive. That just distracts from it. Okay, so first thing, I'm going to show you this card I made this morning using the outline stickers and what I'm going to show you now. So you need vellum. For the outline stickers, you need a sturdy vellum. It's really thick. But for the non-outline stickers, you can use your ordinary vellum, which is very lightweight. See, this one wants to flop, and this one's sturdy. So for the outline stickers, you want to use a sturdy vellum, and that's what I have this sample on right now. And to outline it, to do the project we're going to do, you need one of these styluses. You don't want to use a little fine point because that'll poke right through the paper. You want to use the fatter end. And you can get these in the scrapbooking section. You can get these in the clay making section. You can even get these in the cake decorating section. You can go all out and buy a rubber thick pad that they use for crafting. And they want to charge you like $8 or $9. But just go get some of that craft foam from Walmart. I'm sure you might even have some in your stash. You just want to make a nice thick pad because we're going to now turn this sticker over and use our round point, and we're just going to gently color over the inside of this sticker. And you can use a fairly good pressure, but if you use too much pressure, you will go right through even with a thicker. But if I use this, and I'll show you over here, you go right through. So you want to use a fat, rounded ball on the end. And I have a piece of black here that I wanted to show you what this is doing. It's turning it white and raising it up almost like three-dimensional. And you can go over it a couple of times till you get the whiteness that you want. It doesn't really matter because you're going to be covering this up. Oh, I forgot a gel pen. Let me get my gel pens. Now the color in this raised design now, which is how we did this on this butterfly. You use a gel pen, and I'm just going to use, I'll just pick a random color here, this orange, and you just go over top. It's not a very pretty color for this heart, but that gives you the idea of what you can do with this. And that would give you a nice raised image that you can put on your card. I'll set that aside because what I'm going to do now, and that's the project I did this morning, and coloring this in takes a long time, which is why I'm going to show you another way. If you have thinner vellum, and even if you have the outline sticker, but we're going to be using the non-outline sticker for this project. So for my card that we're going to be doing now, it's a normal 5x7 for me. So this measures 10 inches by 7 inches. You score it at the 5-inch mark, fold it over, and crease it with your bone folder. And we can set that aside. Just have some scraps over here. Move these off. Then you can use cardstock, but I wanted to use this pink decorative paper. This measures 4 3/4 by 6 3/4, and that will go here. And then the piece of black, which measures 4 5/8 by 6 5/8. And then your piece of white, which measures 4 1/2 by 6 1/2. So we can set aside the foam, and I'll set aside my sample card here. And you also need a piece of the vellum. And now this one, for this sticker that we're using, it doesn't have to be the thick vellum, but I'm using the thick vellum anyhow to kind of show you how it works when you fold it around the edge of a card, because that's a little tougher to do. This measures 2 inches wide. The length, you just need it long enough to get around your card, because we're going to fold this over. So however long that needs to be for you. And I'm going to be, since we're doing butterflies, I'm going to be using the stencil from a Colorful Life Designs. I'm just going to be putting random butterflies all over this card. And I'm going to be using the GinaK Designs ink and light Carnation. And I just want this light. I don't want to go too heavy-handed. There will be a moment where I do, and I'll show you why I'm going to do that. Just light, very pale butterflies. And I'm just going to fill in some empty spots here. And up here. And then over here. Just kind of like that. Now I'm going to pick one butterfly, and I think I'm going to use this one here. And I am just going to randomly make a darker butterfly. Just to add a little bit more color and depth to this card. And it doesn't have to be the whole butterfly. We're just going to do bits and pieces here and there, going in different directions. And I think one little piece right over here, just the wing. Okay. Now we're done with the stenciling. So now I want to stamp my sentiment on here first. And I just have this random happy birthday rubber stamp. I have no idea what company that's from or what kit. It was just loose in my box of rubber stamps. And I'm going to use my Misti stamping tool for that, because I want to make sure I get the placement just right. And if it doesn't ink well the first time, then I can do it again. I was hoping to have a surprise today. ordered the waffle flower grip mat bundle from Amazon because I really want to use it instead of this, my Sweet Petunia sticky mat, which is no longer sticky. However, I got a notice today that it was damaged in shipment before it even arrived here. Somewhere in Kentucky, it was damaged. So they're shipping it back to Amazon, and I don't know when I'm going to be getting my set now. Oh, that's not too bad, but I'm going to do it a couple more times. That looks pretty good. And that was just using the GinaK black Onyx ink. Now I'll just squirt this with a little water. And my rag seems to have disappeared. So I'll just grab a dry, wet one. Take that out. I always save the dry, wet ones because you can use them when they're dry. Just squirt a little water on. Now I'm going to get rid of this paper. And on my black, I don't know if you can see it. It has a little frayed edge. So I'm just going to, I have this diamond, it's a cosmetic nail file. And I'm just going to rub that off a little bit. I'm still on the prowl for a paper cutter that works well. All right, now we're going to put down the pink and the black and let them set. And I'll just use my Tombow glue for that. And I promise we're going to be getting to the good part in a minute. And it's going to be quick. And I think if you have any of these stickers hidden in your stash, you're going to want to get them out and play with them. Because I'm on a mission to use what I have and use it up. Because there's another rubber stamp convention at the end of April that I'm going to. And I want to see what I have, use what I have, and then decide, do I need to buy any more stuff to add to my stash? And the pink background here is just going to be a very narrow border. Now here, we need that strip of vellum. And wherefore did I set it? Okay, vellum. Well, I'll just cut a new piece. It's just a 2-inch strip. It's probably staring me right in the face over here. Now I want to center that here, but I want to get my butterfly stickers out. Aha, here we go. And I want to use this butterfly. And this butterfly. Do I want to put them together? Yeah, I'm going to put them together. Now this is easy because these have the plastic on them. So you really couldn't color on top of them. Because if you do, it doesn't stick very well. You could use the alcohol inks on top. But what we're going to do is flip this over. And I'm going to get another piece of scratch paper here because I'm going to color on the back. But I'm also going to put a scrap of black underneath it so you can see. And I'm just going to, earlier today, I played around with this. And I used this Fandango pink. It's a Bic permanent marker. And I got this color, which was a little too bright. I played around with different shades, but it was still a little too bright and off tone for what I wanted for my card. So I'm going to use one of my old Spectrum Noir alcohol ink markers. It's a CR5. And I'm going to have the small tip. And just flipped our vellum over to the side that the sticker is not on. And we're just going to color. You don't have to color the whole thing, just have to color where the open spaces are. Don't want to color there because that's where the antennae are. And that's one nice thing about the alcohol markers in this is they don't run. They seep right through to the paper. I just want to see how that color is. Yes, that's a perfect color. I'm going to do both butterflies in pink. Now, these stickers, when they sold them, when I go to the scrapbooking convention, they're usually in a big bin. Some vendors have them for $3 or $4 and upwards of $5 a piece. But a couple of vendors will have them in a bin where you can pay like $1 or $2 for a strip of these stickers. Now see, on black, it also looks cool, but you don't see the vivid color. So if you wanted a very pastel, put black behind you. But I want them on the white. And I kind of want them right, let's see, right there. So I'm going to start on one side, find out where you want them. Now, I have these, they're called Zots by Thermoweb. And just where the butterflies are, I'm going to flip it over and put just a couple of Zots, because these will not show. Just a couple of dots. I wish they came more on a roll, but I love these Zots. Just to kind of hold this down. Once you've got your placement, make sure it's, oh, I need my T-square. My friend got me this from, oh, what is that? It's a tool place that's really cheap. Harbor Freight. I had been looking for one and I wasn't going to spend the money that the craft stores had for them. Now just hold it down while we flip this over. And I'm just going to crease it just a smidge to give it a bend. Now I use my double-sided tape. I don't often use this, but I do use it when I'm working with stuff that I want to make sure gets stuck down. And then I'm going to crease this very well. See, I was playing earlier. So never throw your papers away. This actually was from one of my earlier videos that I made with cards. So I'm just going to crease right along the edge of my card. Fold it over. And you want to really crease that down, because otherwise you might get a bend to your card. And double-sided tape, well, until I run out, but that should be good because we're going to glue this whole panel down. Okay, now we're going to glue this to the front of here. And I think all those colors play together nicely. I seem to be doing a lot of pink and blues and purples and pastel cards. Maybe it's because Easter's coming up, or I'm just in the pastel mood right now. Now, of course, knowing me, this needs a little bit of bling. And I haven't decided. I have my silver sequins, which would look nice, but I also have these pink sequins. And these are various sizes, so I think this might be the wrong color pink. I do like the bigger size, so let me get my bigger size silver. If you have a Dollar Tree near you, go to the craft section. These little trays, I think, were like 6 for $1.25, and they work great for sequins and stack nicely. This is just an Old Spice container that my friend gave away. I do like that bigger size. Put one there. And maybe just flying away. Okay, that's what I'm doing. I'll pick all these up in a moment. Now, I just heard that this company that I get this pencil from, close to my heart, will be closing at the end of June. Or is it July? So I'm going to have to, I see they're going to be at the scrapbooking convention I'm going to in April. So I'm going to have to grab a couple more of these wax pencil sticks. So I love them. All right. I think that is it for this card. So if you see these stickers out there, I mean, they've just spilled my sequins. Kathy, the messy crafter. Don't hesitate to get them. Like that simple little card is a adorable that we made during this make and take. I need to find out what gel pens they used because it was more liquid and it just kind of flowed out, almost like my permanent marker pens. That's oil-based paint, because they flowed so well when we were doing this sticker. You can also, when you're laying your sticker down, you can lay it flat and color it and then turn it over and emboss it. But I love how it just gives a nice three-dimensional effect. And you really can't see it too well on the butterflies because we didn't emboss the back of them. But give it a go. It's a lot of fun. But if you can get these stickers cheap, I mean, I wouldn't pay $4 or $5 for them. In fact, I hesitated at $3. But see there, I paid $1 for that sheet of outline stickers. And that was, it's a company called Gary Berlin. He doesn't have an online website, but he goes to a lot of different craft shows, and I got them from Gary Berlin. Some of these are from Stamp On It Net, and this may be the company where I paid a couple of dollars. I think $2.50 was the most I ever paid. But they're out there. I mean, gosh, I've got a whole stack of them. Elephants, steam engines, lions and tigers and roses. So I will show you one that I did that I actually scrapped earlier today. If I can pull it out of the bin here. Perhaps not. Ah, here it is. This is just one outline sticker. It's not outlined. I mean, it's a solid with a plastic. And I tried coloring it in on the front with alcohol ink markers, and I just got the ink everywhere. So it's kind of in my reject pile. But I did the vellum on the back, embossing. But this package of roses are gorgeous. So there's everything out there. I hope you learned a little something today. Get your stickers out. Don't relegate them to just putting them on an envelope category, because you can make a cute little card with them. That's it for today. Thank you, and have a great rest of your day.